French fishermen have been t.h.r.eatening the UK with a fishing W.A.R. should Brexit talks end up with Britain regaining full control of its waters against EU vessels. Regional Committee of Maritime Fisheries Chairman, Olivier Lepretre, told Euronews British fishermen would lose out on a war with the European side of the industry should Brexit trade talks culminate in the UK regaining full control of its waters. He said, "If we go to war, it's quite obvious that the British will lose out on the European market. They will not be able to sell their products in France." It comes after 4 days of Brexit trade talks between the UK and the EU concluded in a clash over fishing rights and commitments to maintaining a level. EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier warned that the differences between the UK and the EU would be very difficult to resolve. Despite the difficulties, Mr. Barnier remained optimistic that an agreement could be reached. The 69-year-old French politician told journalists, "To be completely frank with you, there are many divergences and they are very serious divergences, which is probably quite natural after the first round of negotiations. Our differences come as no surprise, especially after only one round of negotiations, but some are very difficult. However, I continue to believe that we can reach a good agreement for both sides." Brussels insists that any free trade deal agreement (FTA) is conditional on the UK maintaining a level playing field on the environment. EU officials are particularly keen to prevent UK companies from gaining a competitive advantage by undercutting European businesses. For its part, the British government has insisted that Brexit means that the UK no longer has to follow EU rules and regulations. Moreover, Downing Street has pointed out that both Canada and Japan have concluded trade deals with the EU, that do not require strict compliance with its regulations. Mr. Barnier rejected British proposals for annual negotiations on fishing quotas, claiming that EU fishermen needed predictability. He insisted that an agreement on the issue had to be part of any wider deal, saying, "A balanced solution on fisheries should be part of the trade agreement, if we want a trade agreement." The EU's chief negotiator also said that he expected the UK to observe all its legal obligations in the withdrawal agreement and to make good on the provisions of the Northern Ireland Protocol. He explained, on the Ireland Protocol, it is about implementing a quite specific agreement and doing that together in a pragmatic and operational way. We will follow the implementation very closely.